Welcome back, guys, to the Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, where last episode, after claiming the final sage's will from a flux construct, we expanded our slots to their maximum with Hestu, before claiming the final Korok seed, earning the goldest poo of all yet again. We then took on 2 quests at the Great Deku Tree, the secret room for the Korok fabric, and then Walton's treasure hunt, before heading out to find more wells and caves.
Alright, we're off to a broken village where I found myself that shield, if you remember, the Rito shield that I have. This is the one I was talking about. Assuming the water is incredibly icy. What's going on in here then? Ah! What am I even doing in here? Or I've gotten rather blasé with my health. I just kind of let it peel away and just refuel it, if you know what I mean. Down this hole then. I mean, it's not Bubble Frog, that's for certain. Oh, some enemies. We're having a snowball fight or something, I don't know. Also ran out of arrows. I had like 1 arrow left on my last arrow to be shot Korok, which was kind of amusing. Okay, a cave to be found. Let's jump down out of this cold. See if we can find the remaining Misko's treasures of this land. To be honest, it would be nice to do that last depth session in one big old sweep with my flying vehicle. Which, to be honest, those flying vehicles, the Meta Cycle, did prove incredibly useful in the Korok hunt. But also, it's not actually massively useful. It's a weird catch-22. Some places, it just doesn't help you get around in because of the way you need to get to the areas. And some places, it's great. It's just the kind of way it works. Oh, hello. I see you there. Tanagar Canyon East Cave. Oh yeah, that only does you to that. I don't like you at all. I still don't like you. But I can get over my fear and fight you. That's the best way I can put it. Oh, there's a Stalf guy, a Stalf Moblin. There's definitely a guy in here. But really, we're only here for the Bubble Frog. That is our goal. That is one of our completion goals. Stout Lionel. This frog's out here like, ah! It's coming straight for me! Wait, what now? Even more to get through? I have a mission for you. Let's do this. I don't need to fire anymore. Surrender yourself, Bubble Frog. I'm coming. Wherever you're hiding, I'm coming. I will find you. And when I do, I will shoot you so that a crazy man can eat your leftovers. That is the goal. Oh my god, I'm so fast! Oh, I missed. Is he still alive? Still alive! Bubble gem obtained. Don't worry, I put it out of its misery. Don't know if it likes it, but I did. Just shoot a cannon at potentially fragile pillar things that might be holding up the cave complex. Yeah. I don't even know if this guy can come alive. But it is in a cave, so... Well, that answers that. I still feel like I should be able to rip out your eye. Might be a bit inappropriate, but I still feel like I should be able to. What are you aiming at? Oh man, I can't hit the eye now. Tulin, do a thing. Tulin. I asked you one thing. Do the thing, Tulin. Right, one more cave to tick off our list. Oh, look! A nearby well! The cleanup continues. And to be honest, not far off the stables. We can take a picture. Oh, I think I'm high enough up, yeah? Yeah. Ish. Just about. That line over there. Oh, I was way higher up actually now that I look at it. Yeah, just getting the Koroks alone took me so far afield of this place that I've seen so many locations, and yet there are still some that are completely bereft of Koroks, which is bonkers. But that completion percentage grows, but ever so slowly now. Oh, hello again. I haven't got many arrows. I am respectful to wells, as you can see. The Marta Exchange Ruins well. Oh, come on! You don't have to be in here. I mean, I don't mind the 5 hours, though. There's a bomb there! That was nearly a very bad swing. Yeah, diamond. Thing's about to break. Can't be long now. Another well crossed off our list. So, let's go over here. Well, there's yet another well. Somehow I did not go into the stables well. But on top of that, a picture to be taken. A picture to be taken. It's almost like I planned a route. No, I didn't actually. I'm not kidding. Like, I haven't seen inside the caves or anything. I've just been to the mouth of the caves and the mouth of the wells. I don't know what's in there, and I have not planned a route. I always just wing it. I only found the Sage's Will like a minute or two before we started going today. So it's like, I have no route planned, but I'm starting here. Of course, I have a vague idea, I guess, but planned is a strong word for what I've done. So inside here, there is boulder type things. I'll probably need another breaker of things in the future. What is this place? Why is it full of mud? Oh, you actually have to use the materials in here then? Why don't I think there was materials in here? Can I get this through the hole? Oh no. Sure, that's wedged properly, I'm sure. That rock only fits in the square hole. Damn, I should have known. Don't you be sinking. Stop it. I'm like, what's at the end of this well? Another boulder. There's more. Okay, there's a treasure chest. I mean, I'm not going to complain. That was... I now have 509 rupees. I had 450 before. So I'm not going to complain. 50 rupees is a tenth of my entire supply. We ended up quite far away from the place, didn't we? So, let's see about your picture, shall we? Oh, Link, has that empty frame caught your eye? It's Darby. He's gonna set me on fire. With stable owners are going to be putting paintings on display for everyone to enjoy. The Stable Association figured it'd be a good idea for us to hang the frames first to get ready. If you cross the Tabantha Great Bridge around the corner from our stable, you'll see ruins on the mountain. I thought that accenting this place with a picture of the ancient column's greetings to the sunrise might please our customers. Though when I went out before dawn to paint said picture, I found myself staring down an enormous monster. I ducked away and hurried home safely, but it's sadly impossible to paint at the actual location as things are now. I can't paint that view from memory, but if I even had a detailed picture of it, I'm sure I could recreate it for our stable. So it's over here then. What's my fastest way to reach there? By going over the bridge? But I don't want to take Chat over the bridge. Poor Chat will die. I will walk like a normal person. I say that, but it's like, no, a normal person would use a vehicle. I think it's oddly weird to use walking as your primary mode of transport when you think about it nowadays. Which makes me very odd. So you want it during the sunrise, which means we're going to have to put down a fire. And the assumption is that we're going to have to take this picture from the position of the Gleeok. We can't just bustle straight past it or take it from a different angle. So we're going to have to set down some flints and some campfires and get that all sorted out. It's like there's an overhang there that I can use to regain stamina. Or I could just go get that rock that's falling down. Yes, I think I can make this. Just about. So the question for me is, do I actually have to be anywhere near this guy or not? I'm assuming it won't show up until the sunset condition is, or sunrise condition is done, so... Stop moving! I didn't know the fat fires slide like that. I thought it would just plop and be there. Ah, it went out though. Ah, yeah, so it is that perspective as the sunrise is coming from that side. Let's just hope the Gleeok doesn't see me. I could put on stealth gear, I guess, and hope that works. Or I just take the picture. Works for me. Don't mind that behind me. He's fine over there. He was the first one to die after all. Came along and absolutely mercilessly destroyed that one, if I'm right in saying. It was like some of the later ones that I just wasn't... Deployable cover. Yeah, we'll use this. This is the strategy. And then we won't use that anymore. Or didn't I try to use it and one of them blew it away or something? Or knocked it over? I think that was the issue. Ah, Link, do you still have an eye on that empty frame? I do indeed. Ooh. This wall is where I would display my painting of the ancient columns bathed in the light of the sunrise. If only I had one. Imagine how pleased our customers would be to gaze at a sight like this. Here you go. Ah, did you bring me a picture of the ancient columns in the sunrise? Can I see it? To be honest, I think the Gleeok just was like, nah, I don't want any part of that. Aha, this is exactly the picture I asked for. This would really liven up the look around here. Is it okay if I paint a copy? Oh. Thank you. When I look at this picture, I think about gathering up my family one day to take a look at the real thing. No way we could close the stable to do so, of course, but that only makes me more grateful for your kindness. Now, just give me a moment to whip up a reproduction. I'm just wondering, how many members of your family are there? If there's 3, then there's 1 to be eaten by each head. The Gleeok would be very happy. Oh. I knew it! It's perfect for the stable, and it's all thanks to you, Link. Oh. It's miraculous that such an old ruin has remained so well preserved. If you have a picture, any picture of the ancient columns of sunrise, I'll paint a copy and display it. I think that's a pretty good picture, to be honest. I think it's got artistic value. Hasty elixir is not really what I want, but whatever. Give me something with stamina. I've got no stamina stuff anymore, so if I run out of stamina anytime, I'm doomed. That's how this will work. Right, 134 out of 139 quests are complete. These 2 stamps are now marked off. We could help Sign Guy, or we could drop down into the depths and get our 19 light roots. Get that sorted. Games being a blast, only a few more years until the next one. Yeah, a few. Depends what the next one is as well. Depends how it is. I mean, the rumor mongers are like heightening all the time for the next Switch kind of thing. It's gonna be 2024! Insiders are already getting stuff, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? We'll see, we'll see. I like the people who say, though, when in regards to the next Switch, why do they need to bring a new one out when the Switch is selling so well? It's simply to, like, the PS5 and the Xbox Series, whatever it's called. It's actually a good case study on like how long it takes to adopt a new generation and how long it takes to get a new generation actually going. Because the PS5 still doesn't have that many exclusive games or games on the PS5, even like 3 years into its life. Oh my goodness, what's down the edge playing well here? Gigantic. Horrible nest. I'm just going to kill you with this. No, I'll kill you with an all weapon. I've decided against it, I'll smack you with this. And I'll steal this. As long as it is backwards compatible. And most of the games will still be coming out probably on Switch. I can completely see the reason to just go for it now. And I think there's 100% no way it won't be backwards compatible. Alright, well got. We're moving on to this one next. This will drop us down to the depths. Another well off the list. Just came in and robbed the gems. Because we might need the money in the future. We might need it. Compendium and all that. It wouldn't surprise me though if Tears of the Kingdom very specifically gets an upgraded version. When the next iteration comes out. Especially if it is like the end of 2024 for a new console. It would kind of make sense to try and drive some more sales of the game. Hopefully if it's a free upgrade. It'd be nice if it just played all Switch games at bare performance. Yes, it would, but that might require some form of patching here, there, and everywhere. Remember how long ago it was we went past this well with the gloom sticking out of it? Oh my god, there's a Yiga trap here too. It's a chasm! Of course, we've already mapped out all this area and seen all the goodies in it, so we'll take the mapping that gives us and then start off checking out other places, right? Question is how easily we can go through the land, you know what I mean, to check out other things. Tears of the Kingdom DX plus expansion pass. Yeah, to make you buy it. Yeah, no expansion pass for the actual Switch version. But for the next version, yeah. Oh, that would be a bit of a... They might even do a Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom double pack or some weird stuff. But that's all postulation. Nowhere near a truth. It just wouldn't be surprising, I think, to a lot of people. If the scenario I put out comes to pass. After all, we did see a lot of last console Wii U games show up on the Switch with new versions, HD versions, etc. And while Switch itself kind of went against the trend of backwards compatibility because of its small handheld form factor, it is more likely than not the next one will be, on the basis of the fact that Nintendo generally has supported one generation backwards compatibility on most of their consoles. Wii U did Wii did GameCube. DS did advanced games, right? I'm pretty sure. 3DS did DS games. It's kind of a thing Nintendo does do. Of course, it couldn't for the N64, and it couldn't for the Switch for pretty much the same reason. Expansion pass and better performance would do good on well on new system. Yet, well, you got to know how to sell the games. But equally, if they were ever to do a thing like that, they would also 100% have to give, as far as I'm concerned, they might not necessarily think the same. You would have to give the people who have the Switch version either a free upgrade or a very low cost upgrade. Or if you buy the expansion pass and you have the Switch version, you get the upgrade. Because one of the things the Switch is going to have to do, the next Switch, is actually have a larger hard drive space. More memory, more of that. Not that I filled up my Switch, but my SD card, but space is becoming more and more of a premium in the current gaming climate, isn't it? Like, I've had to install the newer consoles, the ones which fancy next-gen graphics that aren't exactly as next-gen as you would think. Their space that they have on them is terrible. Comparatively, I've managed to get way more Switch games than I would ever be able to get onto the Switch than I would be able to get onto a PS5 or an Xbox. So storage is a real thing for gaming now. I had to get, as we reached the Kawakanis light route, I did have to get another hard drive for that. It fills up so fast. And that's without having games on it like a Call of Duty, which is almost half a hard drive. It's just bonkers. So the Switch is going to have the next Switch is going to have a lot more storage, because as games get higher quality, there's more assets and all that. Higher quality assets, more space taken. Half a hard drive? It's not exactly half a hard drive, but it's not far off. I think if you get a Call of Duty game and you want to get like Warzone with it as well, and all of like the bells and whistles like multiplayer, single players are all downloaded separately. We are on the light route trail now. It is like 300 gigabytes. It's silly amounts. Oh, my curiosity nearly made me become a cropper there. Oh, such a good pilot. And on my old internet connection, that essentially meant that I couldn't play the games, because if they got an update, it would take me a day to, like, maybe get the update. Maybe. And if I wanted to install it from fresh, it would take me a week. Now on my current connection, I can actually play whatever I want, but that's nice now. But I have no desire to play the big Call of Duty games. Which in the future will be on Nintendo Switch, or, you know, will be on Nintendo consoles, as I understand it. Oh. There is deals, there is thoughts in place to have it on there. What the crap? I hit myself? What'd I hit? I think I legitimately hit myself. I tried to hit him and shot me. Oh, I hit him, but... Annoying. I never understand when games are like 200 gigabytes. Like, yeah, you can play 1.5 games where I'm going to spend another 50, 100 bucks for SD card or something. Well, it's not SD cards on those, but hard drives. A Yiga schematic. A bomb bouquet. Just summoning bombs, okay. And a large crystallized charge. Oh, we're like one off. Well, generally there's lots of like special HD texture packs and all that for those who would play the game at a higher definition than 1080p. But like the reason like my videos, even though I'm thinking of going up to 1440p on consoles that support it. The main reason like most people's videos are still at 1080p. And not just because Twitch only... Oh, balls. It's because, like, it's over 60% of gamers only play on 1080p. Like, that's all that people can afford. Like, the amount of people that actually game at 4K on, like, Steam, for example, is like 2%, 3% of gamers. It's such a small percentage that game outside of 1080p. I've succeeded in riding a horse made of bones. It has some kind of fancy name. Style horse, perhaps. On the surface, witnesses report seeing it only at night. I saw it up there just once. Ever since I've wanted the chance to ride that horse, I never thought I'd get that chance in the depths. However, it must be some kind of demonic beast. It ran through Gloom without even noticing. I need to practice so I don't get thrown off again. As soon as I recover, I'm going to find another one. Glory to Master Koga. Imagine wanting that much detail in your game. I mean, it does look kind of nice. Now I've seen it a little bit, because I'd never really seen it before. Now I've seen it on games like Final Fantasy XIV. Having a bigger screen, so therefore a smaller UI, so everything packs in really nicely, gives you a massive field of view, and it's kind of nice. It's not bad, let's put it that way. But the simple thing is, people always overestimate what people have, what people can afford, and what people actually need. And the people who are always being like graphics freaks about games and FPS freaks and all that are such a massive minority, a massively loud minority. To go with it, to be fair. Massive, loud minority. Very minority. Those snobs are just like a few people who either have a lot of money or prioritize their stuff wrong. Says the guy who just got a 1440p monitor. The only reason is I couldn't go up to 1440p with the new internet connection unless I had one. I'm playing this at 1080p right now, so it's like... Or, you know, whatever it really is, dynamic scaling and all that. Yeah, the problem is how loud people are. People are always loud on the internet. They don't care about much else but themselves. Like me, yeah. Being loud right now, talking about it. Especially Let's Players. Especially Let's Players. You can't trust those guys.